Hello everybody and welcome back to Box Checked. According to the Agritech website, the maximum digging depth for the H12 as well as the QH12 model mini excavators is 5.41 feet. Now I know I have a WH12R mini excavator, but the manual that came with my machine is an H12 manual. In fact, on front of that manual it has H12/H13. So for all intents and purposes, I'm pretty sure the frames are the same on the WH12R, the H12, as well as the QH12. I am a little bit jealous about that cup holder the QH12 has, but for the most part, they differ in color. So that's what we're going to test today. Can the WH12R actually reach this spec? Can it dig 5.41 feet as the spec suggests? So along with the maximum digging depth, we're also going to be testing the bidirectional hydraulic flow restrictor valve I put on. If you've been keeping up with the channel, you know that the WH12R is a capable machine. However, my particular machine, the boom was just incredibly jerky. We've installed that product. It has changed the machine, but I haven't dug with it yet. So we're going to see how well that performs in the dig test. And another question that was asked is, has my machine lost power as a result of putting that on here? And doing a test like this should reveal the answer to that as well. And finally, we've installed a fan in the engine bay that's going to help pull in some cooler air, or at least ambient air, and help push out that hot air. Does it in fact work and keep the engine bay a little bit cooler? I have done a dig test with this machine before, but I've robbed you guys. I only went down 46 inches. The engine bay was getting hot and I just couldn't take the jerkiness anymore. So we're going to redeem today. Today we are going down to maximum depth. Okay, with that being said, let's start digging and see how far this machine can go. Now the first part of this is going to be easy because it's loose dirt, but once we get past that 46-inch mark, we're going to be going back into compact soil that has some rocks in it. All right, hey, just for another reference, it's been raining for seemingly a couple weeks straight. Now, I'm not sure how much that weighs, but the question was, has it lost power? And I don't believe it has. It didn't struggle whatsoever with that. I mean, it hasn't lost any power at all. It's still good. I like it. I like it. I'm trying the lower RPM also. There's a lot of comments about lower RPM. So, give it a shot. So much easier to control than it was before. It's a world of difference with that bi-directional hydraulic flow restrictor valve. That's a lot to say, by the way. I can feel at this point that I'm getting past that 46-inch mark. There's more resistance now, but the machine is just doing great. This almost makes me wonder if the hydraulic thumb, I can see some dirt on the end of that thumb. I wonder if that's going to prevent me from reaching that 5.41. Was that test done without any thumb on there at all? I can tell you this, I can tell a difference in the engine. I mean, by the time I made it to this point, I could really feel the heat, but I could feel the heat escaping off my left side. I like the fan. Let's see if I can see the temperature real quick. Looks like about 50 Celsius. Not bad. It's the lowest RPM I can dig at. Not that one. Whenever I stop popping wheelies, it's whenever I've made it to the bottom. We're almost there, guys. It's hard. That is hard stuff down here. Leave that fan on for a second. All right, guys, we are nearing the end, but wow. So, look right here. So we're at a point where, this is still raising up, what is that? Let's just call it 2 inches before that track makes contact right there. So in theory, we could still go down 2 more inches. But look at this thing. It's still going. So I'm going to put the camera back on the tripod. I'm going to give it a few more scoops. There's no job I'm going to do where I need to dig down this deep. But it's just amazing to me that this machine is able to get down that far. That's crazy. All right, I'm putting it back on. All right, guys, I've got a board, I've got a measuring tape. I'm going in. And hopefully I can get out. Guys, Did I mention I'm 5'8"? I've got a measuring tape. And let's capture just a couple of measurements. And what I did was I put this board where it's on top of the grass, not on top of my pile of dirt. Here's the grass right here. And I've got the grass surface right here. Let's see where we're at. So on this side, it's looking like 63 inches. So I don't have my glasses on me, but I want to say is that 5'3"? 63, is that 5'3"? I think it's 5'3" on this side. It looks like I'm at the lowest point on that one. So now let's go right here. $63. I think that's the lowest point. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if you can see that or not. 63 on both sides. So 5'3" inches. Now, the spec said 5'4". I believe it, because there at the end, whenever I was doing the bucket curl, I could still feel the machine, you know, still wanting to pop a wheelie. So now I don't think it would go much further than that. So I do believe the spec, 5'4" inches, is what the H12 series, AGT 12 series can dig. Confirmed. We just tested that just now, and I believe that goes for a lot of the 12 series frames. Mine's a WH12R. On that Agritech website, I was looking up the H12, but I think the same thing applies regardless what letter categories are in front of that number 12. So 5'4" inches, confirmed, that's what it can dig. The other thing we were testing in this video was bi-directional hydraulic flow restrictor valve. Listen guys, I'm not touching the thing. I thought it did great. There was a lot of speculation as far as does it cause too much heat? Does it reduce, you know, the lifting power? I believe this test confirms it doesn't reduce the lifting power at all. In fact, it doesn't get too hot, because I checked several times the temperature of the hydraulic oil. The maximum this hydraulic oil got was 60 degrees Celsius. So my first dig test that I did, it actually got up to 70 degrees Celsius. Now, I commend the fan that we installed just prior to this dig. I commend that for, you know, keeping that temperature down. It's constantly drawing in that ambient air from the outside. So I think that made a big difference. So we test all those things. I'm glad I put every one of those parts on here. They're doing wonderful. They're doing great. Okay, so I hope this helps you out. If you wanted to know, you know, if these parts are worth the cost and do they work, what I can tell you is they're working for my machine. They're working very well for my machine. I'll say it at that. And the thing can dig 5'4" inches. So that's going to do it for this video. If you like videos like this, hit that subscribe button. That way you're notified whenever I put another video out about this WH12R or the LRT23 skid steer, or I may end up with another machine one day. So hit that subscribe button. But that's going to do it for this one. Guys, thanks for watching. I have no reason to dig that far, ever.